Sedum is built to survive. It withstands harsh, dry conditions that kill typical perennials, only to overtake the soil with a dense, fleshy ground cover. Because of this extreme hardiness, a single sedum plant is a reliable source for new growth. You can replicate it dozens of times using simple stem cuttings. Step 1 is gathering your materials. You will need pruning snips, standard nursery pots, potting soil, and a coarse drainage material like sand. The most common failure for beginners is root rot. This process is designed specifically to prevent moisture from building up around the base of your cuttings. By mastering this cutting technique, you turn one initial garden center purchase into a self-replenishing supply of landscaping material. We start with the soil mix. Take your standard potting soil and blend it 50-50 with your drainage amendment, such as sand, pumice, or perlite. Succulents have thick tissues to store water. In this 50-50 porous blend, watch how water flows rapidly and completely. Contrast that with standard dense potting soil. Water gets trapped, pooling around the stem and turning the tissue black with rot. Fill your nursery pots with your 50-50 mix. Apply a light pre-moistening so the soil is just barely damp to the touch. Engineering this fast-draining, highly aerated environment is the most important variable in keeping your cuttings alive. Go to your mother plant. Look for a healthy stem tip. Measure down 3 to 4 inches, ensuring at least 3 healthy leaves. Using your clean, sanitized pruning snips, take the cutting. Sanitizing your blades prevents bacteria from entering the open wound. Once you have your cutting, gently pinch and pull the bottom 2 leaves away from the stem. These circular scars where leaves were removed are the nodes. This is where the plant triggers new roots to emerge. When pushing the stem into your soil mix, these exposed nodes must be submerged completely beneath the soil line for proper root development. You do not need to dip the stem in commercial rooting hormone powder. Sedum propagates easily without expensive chemical interventions. By simply exposing the plant's natural nodes and burying them in a dry soil mix, you force the stem to clone itself. Take your newly planted pots and move them outside into a heavily shaded, protected area. Right now, these stems have no root system to pull water from the earth. If placed in full sun, they will rapidly lose their internal moisture and shrivel up. For the next 3 weeks, keep the soil only slightly damp. If you are unsure whether to water them, err on the side of leaving them dry. Fast forward 3 weeks. It is time to test our progress. This is the tug test to verify root growth. Pinch the base of the stem and gently pull upward. If the stem slides out of the dirt easily, put it back. It needs more time. If the stem resists upward pressure and the soil lifts slightly around it, you have successfully rooted your new plant. Restricting water and maintaining heavy shade during this 3-week window ensures that your vulnerable cutting survives long enough to become an independent plant. This image shows what has happened beneath the soil. The cutting has developed a robust, dense network of white roots growing directly outward from the buried nodes. Now that you have a self-sustaining root system, move the cutting into a larger container or transplant it directly into the ground. These mature plants are well suited for rock gardens, dry borders, or areas of your yard that receive consistent baking sun. You now have the exact blueprint for multiplying this species. By cycling through these steps, you can fill every empty border or rock garden on your property without buying another plant. Working directly with the plant's biology and providing fast drainage allows you to produce dozens of healthy clones every season from a single parent.